wiping crumbs and shit off my arms. Who's been sitting here? Or when I leave, does it turn into your dining table?
It's the storage.
Okay. All right, are we live?
I think so. I'm wait. It didn't pop up on my
This
end
new
yet.
system we got's a little delayed.
It's kind of
Takes a second to get going.
Yeah, it kind of
Don't really appreciate it.
Nah, it grinds my gears.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, is there a button we're waiting to be pushed?
No, it says.
So I guess the chat would have just missed my little gripe with you before we started here.
Which I ain't mad about.
We're live, I think.
Yeah, for sure we are. I'm seeing it now.
You know, I love that now our stuff starts with a commercial. Immediately.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
Get that, you know,
Gotta
get that money.
Hit that like button on the way in, y'all. That's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed. Every time we start the show, it starts with an ad. I can respect that, YouTube. Hold me down. Hold me down. I'm gonna hold you down. I get to my station today, you guys, and you know, it's messy. Not the way I left it the last time I was here. You know, I'm not too much of a complainer. I'm in a great mood today, feeling very high energy. But I'm wiping crumbs off my arms and stuff. I'm seeing a little one AirPod, a charger with no box to it, and
Okay, so just in case they missed it, you wanted to say it again.
I just wanted to say it again. I was perturbed.
Okay.
I was a little annoyed, bro.
Yeah,
But it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Good to be here. Let everybody get to their seat. Hit the like button on your way in. Don't mind sharing the stream if you got Twitter, if you got, you know, Facebook, any of that. Make sure you share it out. We got some announcements today. Got some things to cover. Some breaking news, if you will, bros. Could they call us bloggers? They call us podcasters, bloggers, streamers.
Yeah.
I've been called a lot of names since we start turning this camera on and talking to these microphones. But I haven't heard anybody call us news reporters.
Not yet.
Nobody's called us news reporters.
Not
and I
yet.
think we announced a battle card on here before, right? I think Jerusalem.
Yes.
I think Jerusalem even gave a roundabout date to when Jerusalem 2 was dropping on the Super Stream.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Pretty sure Hitman made a big Bags and Bodies announcement on the Super Stream. We haven't been called reporters yet. We'll put our reporter jacket on today.
Oh, I would have got a little jacket or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
A little blazer.
Yeah. Oh, do you own a blazer?
I do.
I have to check my closet. You know, we all have that closet.
You don't. You know you don't.
You think mommy got one of hers?
Not the one that fits you.
So, yeah, maybe one from the formal in 9th grade. You getting that? You know what, y'all? Just because now I'm curious. Next time I go to Mom Duke's crib, I'm going to her alumni closet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see if she has a church jacket or a suit jacket in there. And if she does, I'm going to try to get it on and I'll record it for y'all.
She still has my game jersey.
She does.
And my championship jacket
She
hung
does.
up in the rafters.
She does. 105, 90-pound undefeated champions.
She
Pee Wee
still got
football.
it
She's got the trophies, everything. No, that's why I said I'm going to go to the closet. If there's a suit jacket that I wore in my lifetime, it's in my mom's closet. What's up, Merc? What's up?
Oh. Freaky Froze. What up, Froze? Probably be my last live. Got to go sit down for a few months. I'm going to miss y'all live and all of that.
Oh, Freaky. Freaky.
Whoa, what's Freaky?
Freaky Froze getting booked. Got to go do a little 3 months. Well, what type? Few months. Okay, so little child support. Maybe a little warrant. Maybe a little DUI, consecutive DUI, something like that. Well, hold your head, bro. And hopefully, you know, when you get out from doing your little, 2-month vacation, 3-month vacation, we'll be here to entertain you again. Freaky, we appreciate you joining the live every time we do one.
Change your name when you get up there.
Don't call yourself Freaky Froze when you go up there. And I don't mean to make jokes about a bad situation, but sometimes to make a little light of something, Froze.
Shout out to AK. A faithful.
That's what I didn't do. Breezy was in here working before the live even started. Shout out to all the mods. Soto, I see you. Queen T. Bizzle, my guy Soto. Did I repeat anybody? I see Facts in the building.
You say
Merc.
shout out to Queen?
Come on, man. I don't miss Queen. I don't never miss Queen. Shout out to Mo and Low. Damn, that's bad news, Freaky Froze. You come here and tell us you got to go do a few months, man. Hopefully, you know what? I tell you what. I got a cousin that's locked up. Now, this may be an upstate thing. He upstate. They get tablets up there now, bros. You know, they get tablets up there now. So I just talked to him the other day for the first time. He's been down for like 2 years.
Trap House Booming said, what was he showing?
Come on, we ain't gonna do freaky like that. But he talking about, yeah, bro, I've been keeping up on all your battles. I've seen the podcast. Oh, yeah, you seen the podcast? What, you got a computer lab in jail now? So I'm upstate, not in the county. So
shout out Bizzle.
Shout out to Bizzle. Now, I'll tell you what, bros. Actually, do me a favor before we start. Could you hit my music?
I keep a G in the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the rail. I came to me when I needed support. Same ones was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. Wow, you are now tuned in. You about to walk with Frozy. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a product who gon' control me. It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
Welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully, y'all happy to see we. Welcome to this Tuesday edition of Froze and Bros. I am your host, Frozenberg, and I got my co-host,
Brosy.
Brosy. It is 95 degrees outside.
Yes.
Tough to maneuver in this type of heat.
Hot, man.
What's that word called? Road rage is at an all-time high.
Bro, I worked hard today.
Yeah, okay.
I worked hard today. I ain't gonna lie.
Talk to me about it.
My my knees is sore, and not like the side of my knee too, bro. I really gotta lose some weight, man. I know you've been fat all your life. You used to it.
Yeah.
That's new for me.
My lateral movement, I adjusted to it. It was never an adjustment for me. I've been
carrying that. You've been carrying that around for a long time.
Yeah, big guy. No did he? But and you're fat now, so
yeah, I'm
in a skinny guy's body, right? Your body's rejecting the weight. You know, your knees are telling you, wait, this can go no further. You need to stop here. This is where it stops, bros. You have to go this way. We have to turn around. We have no more gas to go north. We have to go this way. So that's why the lateral movement is bothering you. I always thought I moved well for a big fella, though.
You thought you did.
Yeah, I always thought I was athletic,
but you can't
to be a fat dude.
You can't actually see yourself, though, right?
Sure, you can.
Like, no, you can't unless you record it, which that we will see soon. We will see soon. But you're not. What I was about to say was you're not. Like, it might feel like it looked good, like it might feel good to you, but that don't mean it looked good. You can't necessarily see what you're doing and how it looked, though, or how slow you actually moving. You think you're moving fast, but it's slow. It took you 6 minutes to get started.
Is that how it really is when I'm moving? And I feel like I'm moving at a good pace. It looks slow. It looks sloppy.
Sluggish.
Okay.
You're a feet in the mud guy.
Heavy foot.
For sure. For sure.
I think I told this story one time when a guy asked me how many pull-ups I could do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When we just got done doing push-ups, everything was cool. I banged out a couple push-ups, more than I thought I could, but I definitely couldn't do like as many as probably I should be able to do.
You'll get humbled.
So I couldn't really get the chin past the bar. And then after like 3 super hard tries, now I couldn't get up at all. Like I done used all my pull-up strength to not get there.
Done. Now
we're done.
Yeah.
It's my like go. If you was hanging off a cliff, if you was hanging off the side of a boat or something like that, you wouldn't even be able to save yourself. Yeah. I've always remembered that. That was crazy. Now, it never made me lose weight, but I always thought about that. Like, damn, I mean, hopefully I ain't never in a situation where I'm hanging off a cliff or something, because if so,
man, look,
Froze ain't gonna make it. I can't even save myself. Right? So, you know, I got our health in order, bro. We haven't actually, you know what we said online, we haven't committed to our gym agreement either.
You know what's funny? Like, I can't get to the second day.
Can y'all hear us?
Yeah. I can't get to the second day.
Hey, good job, Kareem. You want some attention, I'll give you some attention.
What I miss?
Hey, I mean, you just keep putting jokes inside the chat. They ask, they not funny. Right? So you're 0 for 3 now.
They deleting them? Because I can't see them.
Hey, Froze, you ever get your royalties on the bully video game? Froze, you never told us about that time you was in the movie Sandlot. Shit ass, bro.
Word.
Stop doing that.
What's his name?
Yick Eater. That's his name. That's his name. All right, now, bros, there was some major announcements in battle rap in the last week.
Okay.
We got Big K versus Tay Rock on Mass, I believe, King of the Dot.
Major.
That is major. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to King of the Dot. It seems like they've done enough to be an established league. So when they go incognito or they, you know, they don't come around a lot, and then they, you know, I don't look at them as losing steam or, oh, they're not relevant, because Organic has showed you over the years his connections and budget. He can pop out anytime and show.
Anytime he want.
Anytime he wants.
Shit, no did he?
and this time he does with Rock and Big K. And kudos to Rock. I would have told you URL wouldn't have let him done that. And, you know, here he is right on the card versus Big K. The reigning Wody.
Neutral ground.
And a lot of people, I don't know how neutral it is. I don't know how neutral it is. I actually disagree. There's nothing neutral about it.
Okay, you think
it's a road game for Tay Rock.
Oh, man.
This is a road game for Tay Rock.
King of the Dot show love to everybody.
I didn't say they weren't going to show love to him.
They're not a biased crowd.
Did not say they weren't going to show love to him.
Like he would have for example, I think K would have a tough day battling Tay Rock at URL. Vice versa if Rock battled Big K on RBE.
Big K is way more comfortable and way more in tune with the King of the Dot crowd than Tay Rock is. Right?
Fair.
That's just a fact.
I mean, like,
wherever
Big
you
K
feel
gonna bring with, like, Big K is Big K though. Like, so I don't see it. Like, it ain't like what does Big K do different?
Well,
like, you know, he bringing a step back and a turnaround and a fadeaway. You know, he bringing that.
Yeah, but he playing in front of fans in Utah, not at the Garden. You get what I'm saying? Like, Big K on King of the Dot is different than Big K on URL. Just go look at his URL. Go look at his URL track record, all the battles he had on URL.
I'm not saying that it's not different.
What I'm saying is, if K was going to battle Rock over at URL, like you just, that's an away game for K, right?
Say it again.
If K was battling Rock on URL, it'd be an away game for K.
Yeah.
It's not that dramatic on the other side, but it's still an away game. He's battling Big K on King of the Dot from me. It's not like if he was battling.
It's Tay Rock. Maybe somebody else. It's Tay Rock though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're talking about the logo. You're talking about,
sure.
You're talking about, like, it's Tay Rock, bro. So I think it's neutral ground. I feel what you're saying, though.
It's not neutral. It's not neutral. So find another word that makes me feel better. It's not neutral.
No, you don't want to.
Yeah, it's not neutral. I can assure you it is not neutral. That's not the right word.
That's the word to make you feel better.
I'm just telling you, it is slightly an advantage for Big K of where they're battling. I'm not saying Rock's not going to get the respect that he deserves. He's Tay Rock.
Yeah, he will. He's
right?
going to,
Everybody knows him. I'm sure the King of the Dot fans are very in tune with who Tay Rock is. But not as in tune with how Big K has fed that crowd. Can you agree to this? The King of the Dot fan base is a different fan base than RBE and URL fan base.
I agree.
Both fan bases might intertwine. Doesn't mean that the King of the Dot fans don't watch over here. It's just a different style of battle rapping. It's just what it is. That's why somebody like a franchise sticks out on King of the Dot. Right? So for me, I feel like I don't know. And now it is in Massachusetts. I think it's in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, Boston's on the East Coast. It's an East Coast city. It's rough out there. And maybe, you know, that dynamic might change. It's not in Toronto. or in Los Angeles. So I do think it's a little bit of an edge, but it doesn't. I will agree with you if you say it's not that. It's not that like effective. It's not going to affect the outcome.
No,
I can. Okay,
the
that's
bars,
fair.
the bars
Okay.
are going the bars. It's because it's Tay-Rock too. So
Yeah, like rock gun barring to death. I don't know how we move on that. I don't know how they gonna move on that out there.
I mean, it's Boston.
It's
not
Boston, but it's still a King of the Dot crowd. Mass is a big event out there. We'll see.
But see, that's the thing.
We'll see.
About this battle is, like you
It's
just
in Lawrence, Mass. It's in Lawrence, Mass. Thank you, Queen. It's in Lawrence.
You just said Rock bringing the gun bars, right? So
Yeah.
we know the moves Rock bringing. We know the moves Big K bringing.
Yeah.
It's about who got the better O that day.
If Rock wins this battle, and as long as he has no blunders moving forward to the end of the year, do you think he'll be a
Clear.
lock for the Cody this year
Clear.
coming up?
Who's close?
Can a clear loss to Big K ruin the campaign?
Not if he wins a couple more after. He's got a lot of wins already.
Okay.
So no, one loss can't determine but it's a big battle.
Okay.
I don't see how either one of these dudes can lose this battle if they're both prepared.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see how either one of these dudes could lose this battle if they both prepared. Like,
It's such a unique announcement. What I was surprised was I didn't feel like when it was announced, it shook battle rap like I thought it would.
well, you had other bullshit going around.
And well, that's the state that we're in. That's the state that we're in.
Because the bull ish is more entertaining than most of you whack ass battle rappers. That's just what it is. We call it, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it real. Most of you dudes is corny. Your bars is mid, and they just so. And as long and we also, I hate doing this, but like I'm about to say, I seen a tweet from a battle rapper, but he gonna know who I'm talking about by the tweet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna say his name, right? I seen a tweet from Holmesy, and he was like, yo, we got all these battle announcements. We got all these new battle announcements, but, we still want to talk about the BS and I'm paraphrasing or something like that. We still want to talk about the BS, and we wonder why, where the culture is where it is. And it's just like, all right, but like, dude, it's just not that entertaining. And that's the part we missing. Like
the entertainment level is going down a little bit.
Everybody can rap, bro. Everybody can rap. Like, you dudes post flyers and act like that's promotion. Like I seen what's the dude named that did that Crip video for was that Foots?
Yeah.
Like that was one time. Dude set
the Crip boot camp
rap on fire and he never did it again.
Right.
Why wouldn't you capitalize on that, bro?
Right. And I think he's a comedian.
Even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like you brought something extra. You brought in another side. You brought something else. And that we loved it, right? It was great. We was all talking about that little skit. It's just not that entertaining.
And do you think that's what's hurting like cards and stuff like that? Is the fact that promo's low and the stuff that's getting, because obviously Holla and Verb have dominated the airwaves for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm tired of it.
Right.
I'm tired of it. Speaking for myself, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining, cool, funny for a while, and then it started dragging, and now it's just like, all right, that ain't on my business no more. So, for me, the old school type fan, yeah, I can find some entertainment out of that, but at the end of the day, when it start going left, shit start getting weird to me, it turns me off a little bit on it, and it's like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But I was excited when I saw Rock and K announced on KOTD. I'm like, yo, this is a groundbreaking announcement. The fact that like Big K Organic got this done, and it got some retweets in this IO, cool battle, back to the bullshit. I'm just like, man, I think the sport is going in a direction where it could be detrimental if it doesn't change course
rappers
soon.
have fan bases. You need to start feeding them more than just these battles, because I'm telling you now, they're not good enough to just be that.
No, you're right. I think you're right, but that's the harsh truth. That's the harsh truth of it, is that the talent level is low, the entertainment is down, The bullshit is up.
Well, I don't think. See, that's the problem, though. I don't think most of the battle rappers understand that this is a form of entertainment. Battle rap is a form of entertainment. You have to entertain.
So give me an example. So all right, if I was a fan and I was like, Big Cannon fire, but he just not entertain. He not entertaining. What would you suggest to Big Cannon to change that, or an attempt to? Do you have an answer?
Let's see how many hot wings you can eat in one sitting.
What?
I'd watch that.
You'd watch him.
I'd watch to see how many hot wings he could consume.
But as a fan, how would that make you want to see him rap more?
It might not. It might not.
So you didn't hit my question. That was a fat joke.
That was corny. But you do something else.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. As a fan, there's not really an answer for that.
Something else, man.
So I
do something else.
So here's the thing. What another thing that's tough though, bros. Another thing that's tough is when you're
tell me you wouldn't be curious how many hot wings he could eat at one time.
If there was an over-under, I'd gamble on it. I'd gamble on it for sure. Daily Banner, what's good, Frozen, bro? Who you got, Big K or Rock? Man, such a close battle. I'm gonna go with Big K because it's he's RBE alum. I'm cool with him, and I'm home team. But I love Rock. We're cool. He was the first super stream ever.
God. like, all right, you cool with both of them. Who do you have winning the battle?
Hey, yo, listen, bro. Let me explain something to you. When I'm going through my spell, well, maybe I'm in the mood to dance.
You're not going through no
maybe
spell,
I'm in the mood to dance.
You're dancing.
I got Big K, and then I was giving a little bit of.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't want to make Tay Rock mad. Okay, you got
I'm gonna
Big K
fuck
winning
if
the
Tay Rock is mad.
Big K winning the battle. That's okay. Damn, I got Rock. So like we good.
Ain't nobody ask. Did he ask you who you wanted?
I know.
Oh yeah, he said Frozen Bros. All right, don't ever cut me off again when I'm talking, bro.
Don't ever.
Ever. Don't make that mistake unless you want different type issues. But yeah, so I got K. It's gonna be a great battle though, and I wouldn't be surprised if either brother won. They both top tier. They both high level battlers. Rock and Chilla.
Who?
I mean Rex and Chilla. Rex and Chilla. I like that matchup.
But
Chilla gonna scheme him to death, and Rex gonna talk to him like he's a teddy bear.
I feel like I ain't seen Chilla in a minute too.
You ain't seen yeah. I haven't seen Chilla in a minute. I'm ready to see a good high level Chilla battle. And versus Rex is perfect. They announced another one though.
There's a third one. I was just trying to think.
They announced another one.
Well,
why do I feel like the battle was a good announcement too?
It was. It was heavy.
Who? Come on, y'all help me out, chat.
It was heavy.
There was a third battle announced on Mass. That was like a nice, solid announcement. Come on, y'all pause anytime somebody say some freaky shit.
One versus Geechee.
All right. You know what? So not the splash that I was thinking, as far as announcement wise. But Marv is such a vet and an OG of the game. I always enjoy a good Marv battle.
I can never be mad at seeing Marv.
You know what I mean? Like Marv
like
is
Enes.
Marv used
I'm
to
never mad at seeing Enes.
Marv used to battle on demand on Comcast cable.
Yeah, that's fire.
Are you shitting me? Like I might have been 8 or 9 the first time I seen him in Quest. I gotta check. So I'm always excited to see.
Late, we've been founded.
Yeah, get you. Maybe they delayed. I don't know, but I'm always down for a good Marv battle.
You said you had some news.
I do have some news. You want to jump into
you
it?
Have some news.
So over the past week, my news reporter Jacko. So over the past week,
wait. What was that? Do it again. Do it again. Hold on. Let me single screen you.
Okay. I got you. Single screen. You gonna talk from the sky?
Let me single screen you.
Put my jacket on. So over the past week or two, might I add, over years, but over the past week or two, there's been a lot of talk about the RBE brick situation and the person who runs that who happens to be winged, who's partnered with Lawrence, who's been with the company since I can remember. Wing just got on the company 2-3 years ago. Would you say, bros? And
I don't know. It could be longer. I don't know.
maybe, but she was a new addition. But Lawrence has been there the whole time. But her and Lawrence have been managing this and running this brick division in RBE, this talent developing division in RBE. And they've been doing it for the past couple of years. You might have heard of some new battlers that came out of that system. Coach Corleone, Remedy Loco was known before them, but he also came out of that division. Payne, also known a little bit, but he did go through the brick system. Caution, and am I missing somebody who's like, I want to say is a solid name?
I don't think so.
Those names that came from that brick
Those are
division,
the notables.
your notables that came from that division, that ring.
I'd actually say that would be the only 4 names I know.
So I know who Zay is. I know who Jay Jeans is. I know who Jay Breed is. I know who
I don't know any of them guys, bro.
And I haven't heard a lot of them rap a lot.
I heard
I've seen clips.
This is only recently because I've been seeing them, and I've been seeing them being more vocal about about their problems. Dollar Bill.
That Dollar
Bill.
And Infrared, a dude named Infrared too.
I never
and now
heard of
here's the thing: before anybody sees this and thinks that me or bros are trying to play them when we say that, we are not. I know Jay Breed because I had an issue with him. And I know Jay Jeans because him and Jay Breed got a similar name. They used to be in the Spaces a couple years ago. And Zay,
I don't know none of the Crucibles either.
Zay, now,
say that.
I don't know any of the Crucibles
either.
Capo, and that's it.
I just
And if you ran the names down, it might be too. Oh yeah, I heard of that name.
Okay, I see that on the timeline.
Copy. So
right.
I'm not.
Right.
I don't watch as much battle rap as I used to, especially if it's newer talent. They got to do something, break through, and then it's like everybody's raving about this name, and then you check them out. So, nevertheless, a lot of the bricks have been coming out complaining about Wing. All different types of issues. I don't want to run down every issue because I don't know.
I don't know every issue.
I don't know every issue, and then I don't know everyone that's true or not. But it just was a lot of issues, and a lot of it came out. And then ARP put a blog out about a week ago where he spoke about it. Zay got in the Spaces. He was upset. He said ARP was making jokes of it and stuff like that. And it just seemed like a lot of the bricks were unsatisfied with their experience as being RBE bricks. And that's not even getting to the intakes. They have another division called intakes. I don't know any of those guys whatsoever. Right? Why you laughing?
There's another division?
Yeah, like intakes. That's like to get to the bricks, I believe.
So there's something lower than the bricks.
Yes. But where you could pay $75 and get a tryout or something like that. So
I'm not mad at that.
No. I'm telling you how low it is on the totem pole. Like
okay,
you can
okay.
You could pay $75, you might get a battle, bro.
I'm with you.
Okay. So
I'm walking in.
Right.
Bare men. If I wanted to battle tomorrow, bare men, I get dot. Bare men.
So it's been mad stories coming out. They've been guaranteed money by Wing and not paid at the end of the year. People are flying out themselves. Been promised blood, sweat, and tears, big battles, bad venues, reschedules, all just type of stuff. Mismanaging behind the scenes, favorites, fraternizing with the town, all type of alleged, allegations.
Jay Smo says there is a third category. Are they trolling?
Maybe. 1SK. Yeah, there is. Now, I know about the 1SKs because you get called up and you get a 1SK battle on a big car.
I heard of the 1SK.
Yeah, so if you, yeah. I didn't know that was like... That was 1SKs usually get put on a big RBE card and they open up the night. That's what 1SKs are usually, that I know them for.
Okay.
So, and results of that, it spilled over, and ARP was, being called out by a few media members and saying, what's going on, and a lot of people hear contracts from the RBE bricks. I'm under contract. I'm contract.
B1.
B1, yeah, B1, C. I think C. Well, yeah, that type shit. Yeah.
No.
So anyway, but that's her thing. So
okay.
Contracts. I just want to break something down before I get to what I wanted to announce. For far as any contract goes, no brick battler has ever signed a contract with any guarantees on it. And that shouldn't sound crazy to you if you actually think about the level of rapper who's signing the contract, right?
And you know that to be like you just spoke in a factual
yes,
way.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Of course I know.
Okay.
Right. So
I gotta ask.
I wouldn't get on this. I'm not saying, of course, I know in a way like I know all the
them all, but
yeah. Well, first of all, hold on, man.
Informed. I got you.
I got some good sources.
Okay,
You guys know I don't lie to y'all.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not that much of a turkey to get on camera and talk with certainty if I didn't have my facts in order or I didn't cross my T's, dot my I's.
Just people got to know. Hit that like button.
So, please stop cutting me off because I'm losing my
Apologize.
yeah.
I'm just
okay.
asking questions.
Okay. No, that's cool. But you lost me. So when you ask, make sure you know where you cut me off at.
Contracts, and you said
Contracts, BROZE. Thank you. Contracts.
I got you.
Man.
I'm gonna do it again.
There was no contracts that guaranteed any brick anything, meaning that the sense of entitlement for every brick rapper might not even be fairly warranted because NBA, NFL, they draft players. It's 5, 6, 7 rounds. Sometimes they have multiple picks and rounds. They end up drafting 12 players. All 12 of those players don't make the team that drafted them.
Right.
And sometimes those players just don't play in the league anymore, or they go to other teams that coach them better, maybe utilize them differently, and they get something out of them that the other team wasn't able to get out of them, right? No diddy. And I think that when you hear a lot of the bricks talk, the thing that's hard for me to understand is, well, yo, if your name ain't really out there like that, how much money should you feel like you should be entitled to? Or what names? There's only a few guys that should feel entitled to that, and that's the guys that are making splashes, right?
Yeah.
And Coach Corleone was making noise down there, and he got on the main league. Payne was making noise down there, and he got on the main league. Caution was making noise. And when I say down there, I mean in that league and maybe other leagues that was helping them, like little sub leagues, like Caution was in the Chrome 23 tournament, making moves. Coach Corleone, bags and bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and Payne just was all around vet and just finally getting his opportunity, and he shot right through that system. So I always looked at that as if you were making noise and you were cooking, you will move on, right? That's where a lot of the discrepancy comes in for some bricks, because they said they felt like Wing was standing in front of a lot of people moving on.
Well, and when you talk about what they felt entitled to, we don't know what they was promised. We don't know what them
By Wing.
we don't know what those conversations was.
ARP's role in the bricks was zero. Outside of being the owner of RBE, that was the owner of the brand that was basically funding that new, you know, talent development program that he added, that he was letting Wing and Lawrence run. None of the bricks really had his number. He doesn't know some of the bricks. You might know more bricks than ARP does.
Who?
You.
Well,
or just so he was hands off that whole project. But I do want to say, in my opinion, respectfully, I don't think that all the way lets him off of the hook, because he's the owner, and that's what comes with owning a business when you do things like this, right? So again,
you can be hands off.
You can, but if something happens on your watch, whether you were privy to it or knew about it, because it happened under your umbrella, there is some accountability there for ARP, and I think that that is part of this announcement that I'm gonna make is in results of that, and I'm sure he'll speak on it at some capacity too. But the reality is, it's been a shit show.
Yeah,
that's the reality. And whether you want to blame ARP, Lawrence, Wing, the bricks, it's been a shit show. Everybody has some accountability in it. But now what it's doing is RBE isn't even having no cards for you to be able to critique or like. So now all we're doing is having these outbursts, these stories that's really hurting the brand in a way than helping it, right?
Well, it don't help.
Man, don't help at all.
Can we hit that like button, please?
Please hit that like button on your way in. Please hit that like button on your way in. So it's been a lot of stuff going on with that brick situation. And in results of that, I believe as effective as yesterday, the brick division is no longer a part of what RBE is doing. There's no developing there's no brick system anymore. There's no developing talent in the bricks. There's no B1, C1. There's no intake. That is no longer being invested in or under the RBE umbrella.
So like you're saying all the bricks, well, you don't even got to call yourself bricks no more.
Well,
there ain't no more.
So that doesn't
It's
mean
over,
that if
is
you
what you're
were
saying.
well, that doesn't mean that if you were a brick, you can't be booked on RBE again.
But there's no more development.
Yeah, there's no more
process
developing talent. There's no
as
more
far as RBE goes.
Yeah, that division is now closed down. Now, what they'll do in the future to reopen that, if they will be something different. What Wing's title is to the company right now, I can't speak on that. I don't know. But what I do know is that there is no more brick division. So there won't be any more developing talent for RBE as of right now and for the near future.
And what is the point, if we're going to be honest?
Well, there's not enough full circles to go around. And there's been some mismanaging going on in that division. And it has become more of a headache than productive.
And if you were in the bricks, I think the minute ARP said I retire, there should have been at least, a look in the mirror, a talking point to yourself, like, yo, what am I doing? What are we doing?
So I think for this to have been successful as they probably planned it to be when it started, ARP needed more hands-on. And he had to be more involved. I think, or somebody else like a la who has experience in building talent, dare I say Norbs,
Yeah,
right?
but
Or
but that's not what I'm saying, though. Because it's over now. So
Right.
whether it was managed good or not, don't make a difference because he retired.
yeah. So
And
you're
once
saying
he
what was
once he retired, I mean, like, what is there at that point? Because the goal ain't to be a brick forever, right? The goal ain't to be rapping, like verse intakes forever, right?
Right.
So the goal was to go past that. Once ARP said, "Yo, I'm out, I'm done," what is there to stay for? What is there to? Because you I don't know if you stated. I think there was like they could battle anywhere they wanted already. So if someone wanted to book them,
So that's the thing I wanted to talk about. So when you hear the contracts, those contracts were 2-year contracts, bros. They'll be expiring within 60 days, I believe, of today, if they haven't already, depending on what some of these dudes signed, right? The contracts only protected the league from building talent and URL being able to come and say that's sign you because they're the big league, big bank, take little bank, RBE with their new talent, lock them up and then sue RBE for saying you're booking our talent when RBE found or, built the talent. So that's what these contracts, that's what the fine print was. There was no guarantees for any of the bricks. It was, if you're good enough, you'll make it. If not, you won't. Now, again, what changed during that course? Because he wasn't always retired when he started the brick process, bro. So whenever
he wasn't retired when he started.
Right.
But again, he came out and said he retired. So that kind of like sweeps the rug up from underneath you because you thinking you're in the bricks to get these blood, sweat, and tears. They say, well, blood, sweat, and tears was promised 3 years in a row. They ain't never get it. Like, I know for a fact. Okay. It was like there was a low chance that we would have done something like that for a discount, right? For a discount. I ain't saying we wouldn't have battled, but my point is it would have cost some money,
right?
And it I think that's part of the reason why he left. Like, I mean, A clearly states he makes money with Hitman, right? When Hitman's on the card, he makes money. When he's not, they don't bubble as much. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of how he be talking, right?
That's what he be saying.
So I can only assume that type of card wasn't going, bring in much, outside of what he paid for it. So if anything, he might have broke even.
Right.
So why do the card?
Right.
Probably why the card ain't never get done.
The blood, sweat, and tears was promised for 3 years and it never happened. And the reality of that situation was Rosenberg, Big K, A Ward, Ill Will, even Show Off, Jag, whatever 6 or 5 you wanted to grab, or 7 if you added a female and put them there. Just the vet side.
60.
60 to 90 grand. I don't know if you guys know how this pay thing works.
So
I don't think you guys understand.
That's before
So,
cameramen.
That's
before
before
plane
that's
tickets.
before
before
I don't
hotels.
that's before I don't pay the bricks. And let's say I give the bricks all 500, right? Let's just add another 3,500. They're really getting 1,500 because I'm flying
Hotel,
them around.
planes, yeah.
And so 1,500 per brick, right? Cameraman, the pay-per-view cost to get it all set up. The card is now $150,000 card. Now let's say the main event was Zaytoven versus Big K. And then they did Dollar versus Ill Will, and they did Infrared versus Rosenberg.
But see, that's the
Hold
thing.
on. Do you think that card would recoup half the money it put out? I'll
think
give
it
you
would
the
recoup a
answer.
quarter.
I'll give you the answer. No. So now the company has took a big hit. But bros, if you're really in the market for building talent, those are the things you have to do. Because ARP says all the time when he goes into the history of RVE, man, we didn't make a profit until pearly gates, meaning in the red, in the red, in the red. But what does he say they were doing? Paying their dues. Putting money out to build a brand, losing it to one day make it profitable. So if there was really incentive from the whole RBE staff as a collective on building talent, that money would have been funded. And I've never seen them fund that type of card to give the bricks that type of look. So how much was the company really invested in building that talent under those facts?
So we'll just state more facts. He was completely hands off. The bricks never even got to ARP.
So the
right?
budget wouldn't even have been ARP's budget.
So hold on, the bricks ain't even get to ARP, right? So all right, how real is it, right? We ain't even really talking to the man, right? Then I know as old timers they say common sense ain't too common. You know, I know you heard that saying before, Brody. But like once the man says he retires, building time is over.
Yes.
It's a clear indication. All right, main man been hands off. He hasn't thrown the blood, sweat, and tears. We haven't got close to that. We haven't even gotten close to that. And you know, now he's saying he retired. What are we really doing here? So I don't know if you can put all of that you know, that, you know, I don't want to call it delusion, but I don't know if we could put everything on
The staff?
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
how do you?
again, I don't know how Wing was managing them. I don't know what they was going through, what they was being told. That, like, you know, they were saying there was a lot of petty stuff going around. A lot of he say, she say. I wasn't there, so I can't really, you know, speak to it. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest.
It all
with you.
sounded corny. By the way,
I'm gonna be
all
honest
of it
with you.
sounded corny.
The bricks are, if you want to hold them accountable, fine. They're the least accountability owed to them out of the whole process.
I disagree.
Now, well, who's so let me ask you a question.
disagree.
Let me ask you a question. If you disagree, you have to have an answer for who do you think is the least accountable for this?
The least
The
accountable.
least accountable for the debacle that has happened with that
ARP.
division. You have ARP as the least
Yes,
responsible.
the least responsible. Yes.
Okay, and
ARP
then
is only in it because it's his company's
so
name.
now what about so you think because a rapper's not able to identify that something is not what it's being told, that is their fault?
This isn't a team sport, Gango.
Okay.
This is not a team sport. Now, some battle rappers are lucky to have a team around them and good guys around them, like Bros. But not everybody got that, bro.
Yeah.
Not everybody got
Yeah,
that.
talk heavy,
You
talk
know what
heavy.
I'm saying? So, you know, it's a one-man show.
Okay.
And you got to read your contracts. You got to read the room. You got to know. You got to have a plan, right? And once you start seeing things, once you see writing on the wall, you got to adjust. You can't just like you could tell me that. You know, you could tell me the sky is green all you want, Raw. How many times I'm gonna go look out there and see that it's blue and be like, well, yo, when that shit gonna be green? Like,
Yeah,
so you got to be responsible for your own path. You got to take your path. You know, in your career, you got to be in control of that.
So what's not really to me, I feel like that's not probably every one of the Bricks' situation individually.
Not everyone, but it's a lot of them.
But-
so it's
but for
probably
the-
most of them.
Yeah, but when you're new and you're trying to, you're trying to become something in something, right? Like no Diddy, that was crazy. You're trying to become something in something, right? When you're trying to become an entity, like in an entertainment form, like battle rap, right? And you're new, you have no clout, you have no viewership, you just have a rapping ability, or maybe you're, whatever the case may be. It's not. At some point, there's a rough patch to stardom, right? Like, so there's hard parts to stardom. So if they're on the bottom where they were, of them thinking that they're susceptible to, stuff like, flying themselves out, or maybe a card being changed last minute, just all types of shitty things, right?
Yeah.
They could be looked at as they're paying their dues, going through the tough part. The bricks have only been around for 3 years, bros. It ain't like, and it's not been 3 years of bad shit. You know what I mean? They just started talking about like the last year. So for me, if everything's been good, you see, oh, it worked for Coach Corleone. Oh, it worked for Caution. Oh, it worked for this person. You might be more susceptible to thinking, maybe if I stick around, I'm gonna catch my break if I just pay my due. I don't know how fair it is to them to be like, yo, look, they said the sky was green and it's blue. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple, in my opinion. I feel like when you're young, or when you're new in something, you're impressionable. You're
shit, bro.
Huh?
If it stank like shit, bro, it's shit.
It's shit. I understand.
How hard is it? Would it have been for Wing or Lawrence? Like, there's plenty of battle rappers in the $1,000 to $1,500 range. Would you say, Raw?
There's more battle rappers in that range.
I said there's plenty of battle rappers.
80% of battle raps in that range.
In the $1,000 to $1,500.
80% of the battle rappers are in that range.
How hard is it? How hard it would? I mean, I don't know how hard it would be, but how you can't put together? You take your best 5, 3. You take your best 3. You could let the bricks battle each other on the bottom of the card. 2. You could do it with 2 of them at a time on them cards to get one of those $1,500 battlers, put them up against your best, and start building them that way.
I just don't know how
doing that. So you're battling each other after battling each other. Battling intakes, guys who are paying $75. So now you're battling nobody.
Yeah, but the ARP
continue to be a nobody.
The ARP retirement was sudden. So if you're looking like, well, damn,
I doing that before.
But but they were also putting pain on Divide and Conquer. They were also putting coaching these dudes on max outs and these big cards and these main cards. Quickly. Okay, so what I'm saying is, but they were hot and it worked out. All I'm saying is a lot of them aren't grown men making bad decisions. A lot of them are young, they're new talent, and I feel bad for some of them is what I'm saying. I think, all of it isn't their fault. But all in all, I think it comes back to who's managing it and who's running that. Right? So once they retired, Wing, what were you telling them? Because they're all confiding in you. They're all waiting for you to give them direction. They're all waiting for you to push the button for them. They're all waiting for you to tell ARP they're hot. So once he wasn't doing big cards, what was being told to these young battlers, these new battlers? What were being told? Whatever was being told wasn't coming through for them. Yeah. And now you have a just shit ton of new battlers feeling like they were owed something because they were told something, right? And now, not only is it, whatever they were told not true, the division's gone. Like there's not even no more brick process. ARP took it away. It's done. It's over with. We're done with it.
I think they were better off keeping it to 1SK.
Right.
Having them dudes battle 1 round on the big cards like we were seeing, right? We saw that before the bricks, right?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
They should have continued to do that.
Yes.
On the surface, and I just got to say this, you don't got to like it, shorty. It seems like you did a poor job managing this group.
But
it seems that way.
But my whole thing would also, you know what? This is what I look at. What was her credentials to be hired and given such an important job?
That don't matter.
Right?
ARP felt like they were good enough.
So I don't know. I just feel like it could have worked if it was a little bit more oversaw.
Again, how many times did you see them? Did they get dudes in that $1,000 to $1,500 range and put them on the card? What's your best bricks? Who you thought was the best? And that could have been a way to help Bill. But
and you know what? Nah, and actually, to be fair, I mean, ARP let us throw an event in PA for the bricks. You know what I mean? So when he wasn't retired, he actually kind of was letting, I guess having some type of input or signing off on certain shit. But yeah, man, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out. But also, I don't think it's that crazy to hear when there is no more big RBE cards. If there is, it's once in a blue. So ain't no new talent getting no opportunities there if it's a one-off every situation. Like right now, how the hell could King of the Dot build talent at the rate that they book events? They can't. They can't. So, yeah. And I don't know what that's a good point. What was Lawrence doing in all of this?
I've never seen Lawrence.
I seen him at the event counting the money. When we did the PA. What the hell was his position there? What did he do?
I've seen Lawrence maybe 3 times.
So
I've seen Lawrence 3 times.
It's unfortunate. So if you missed it again, the RBE brick division is no longer a part of RBE. They aren't building talent anymore. And again, whatever Wing's position was, I don't know what it is, or if she's continuing to work. I don't know if ARP is gonna speak on that or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so for the bricks, for the new rappers, you're free. And everything doesn't work out. And it's not always easy to get and break through a circuit and become a pro at something. So if I would tell you anything, it would be look in the mirror, retain the information. You should be sharper next time you're in a situation similar to this.
Your bars.
You should be able to know, when something ain't what maybe it was told to be a little bit easier than you were the first time. And it's okay. We all get burnt in different ways. We all take L's. The easy thing to do is say, RBE, they messed up my situation. That's the easy thing to do. The tough thing to do is actually prove to yourself that you are a pro battle rapper, or whatever your opinion of that is. Whether that's working on your bars, like Bro said, stepping your promo game up, stepping your social media up, whatever you got to do. Investing in yourself. Gates of the Garden, all these subdivision leagues, OSBL. I mean, they'll definitely put you on a card if you want to come book a Geechee Gotti or a Jack Boy Maine to come do a 1-round with you. There's other ways to do it. It's a tough L if you were in the bricks and you had hopes. But again, it's really on you. It's really on you. It's tough to break through anything. And if you didn't know that, now you do know.
Bro, this culture we're booking, if you ain't in by now, and this is the hard reality of it, the harsh reality of it. If you ain't in the game by now, find something else to do.
I think the tough part is, bro, what they don't understand is there is probably, and tell me if I'm a little low or high on it, there's probably 20 actual battle rappers who are on the payroll.
And what?
In battle rap. And what I mean by that is they actually can go get a nice bag off of a battle.
Yeah.
There's about 20 guys total. Now, what's your definition of a nice bag as a fan? 5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand?
If you ask me, I'd say starting at 5.
5 grand would be a solid bag.
If
you can go make
at 5.
Somebody's gonna fly you to a city, pay for your room and board, and pay you $5,000 to rap. That's not a bad price.
Yeah. Right?
You know how many guys aren't making that? I know. So
most of them.
80% of the culture is not making that. 5 grand.
That's a lot of money.
It is. Some of your household name battlers that you got, I'm not saying top tier, but household name battlers that you like, dudes that you see, around 5 grand is their cap out, if they get that. So, it's a tough industry to break through. Those same guys are on every other cards. You go look, they're just spread out through different cards. I know I'm one of them.
There's only a few that can get it off of just battling.
There's only a few.
You got to add something else.
Exactly. You have to bring something else to the table. So, for young battlers, it's tough. It's tough. But if this is what you're going to pursue, understand that this is what comes with it. It's like boxing. It's a tough industry, and it's a tough industry breakthrough. And if you don't know somebody that knows somebody, and on top of that, you got to be hot.
And I was about to say,
at some capacity, can you give me a hot fucking
bar?
Because a lot of y'all not hot. Let me say that. All right, because I feel like I done held their hand, walked them up the street all fucking episode. But let me just say this:
not hot.
All of you guys are not hot. All of you guys are not professional talent. All of you guys aren't elite.
Motherfuckers suck.
Some of y'all got it. Most of y'all ass, actually. If it's 20 of y'all, 15 of y'all ass. 5 of y'all nice, 3 of y'all may be good enough. It's just what it is.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Frozy, and if your friends won't tell you, you know the rest. Now I got a fire-ass battle this Saturday. Me versus Arsenal. Full circle. We got a super stream August 11th. 3 o'clock. If there's 3K battlers, I'm guessing 30 battlers can consistently ask for a purse. That's $5,000 and up. 30 might be too high, freak. It might be too high.
5,000 is a good number. And
a lot. 30 battlers are not making $5,000. No, I'm sorry. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah, nope.
No, they're not. Absolutely.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Absolutely. You guys don't know what goes into building a card that actually is maybe recoupable.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of guys is going to take the 3 before they might get 5. They might be able to get 5.
Right.
But they don't know. They don't know they could get 5.
They don't know they can get 5.
So they going
because they so thirsty for the bread. They jumping on the 25 so they can get the $1,200 deposit.
So
y'all ain't making shit.
You know,
me and bro, I remember I used to do it. I've been at every level of battle rap, low tier, top tier, high tier. I've touched every tier.
Mm-hmm.
I've touched every tier. I promise you, I have. The purse and the money says it. Bros used to tell me, we got a deposit. We got paid a nice check. And normally deposits is 40 to 50% of whatever you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So, bros, we at the crab house. How much deposit you get? Half of it. He like, yo, you got to stop that, man. We got to stop doing that. And he got me out of that. And now I started taking, we got a $10,000 purse on a battle and we took 500. Right?
Come on, man.
The promoter was trying to no, Froze, I need to send you three grand. Nah. I want 95 on the back end.
Yeah.
No Diddy, right?
No Diddy.
So a lot of battlers can't do that.
Did you tell me that day we walked off stage? That day we walked off stage felt good. That day we walked off stage felt good.
Oh, it was such a good call, bro. It was such a good call because I just got paid everything in full. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. So, a lot of battlers, they can't do that. They don't do it. They need the 500 that day. They need the A facade. They need some sneakers. They need their haircut. They don't have no job.
Or it might have been, I don't remember if it was the beginning of this year or the beginning of last year. We was getting, this league might have called this battle was a little bold. You know what I mean? This league might have called this battle was, it was like 4 battles, and I'm like, bro, that don't sound right.
We were able to get,
you made a comment, you're like, bro, this about like 25, 30 grand we just done turned down here.
4 battles.
He's like, yo, all right, like I feel you. Like when is it gonna be a good one? and then we got a nice draw, a real bag, right after that. I remember though, and I just remember looking at you like, bro.
Yeah, to turn down the 3,500s and the 4,500s, and then after a while, it's like, yo, we didn't turn down that 5 times. That was like 20 grand.
Yeah,
and then we got a big check. So but I work a full-time job. I got a good job, right? Some battlers don't, and that's why if you're not making $5,000 minimum a battle, you best to have a job.
Well, everybody.
You best to have a job.
Multiple streams.
Yeah. This can't be your number one job.
Luckily, you can write some hot bars where we can go make a substantial, amount of chicken throughout the year on top of being insured.
Bros,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? If you go back to when we got on in battle rap, the goal was never to be a famous battle rapper.
No.
It was to get a couple 100,000 views on a battle, drop an album, and be the next Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That, as funny as that might sound to y'all, when we're future Hall of Famers and 10, 12 vet, years later, and now we're just household names, D-list and some C-list celebrities, right? None of us planned on staying. You think I thought when I battled Big K that I was going to be here 10 years after that? You know what I mean? Like being a battle rapper, I had no clue that was what it was going to be. The industry was going to start picking up money. So I say that to say battle rapping was never nobody's number one when we got into this. It turned into that. And only a few guys can do it. But it appeared that it was obtainable to so many people, and it's actually an illusion. It's not true. And I think a lot of new battlers don't.
Even the guys that can do it, this ain't all they do.
Yeah.
Like okay, like this. Geechee's a league owner. Right? Yeah. Geechee's a league owner. John League owner.
Right.
You know what I mean? T-Top, he owns a like he be advertising the
Yeah,
Bucks.
Cheeks. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got his own strand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
T-Top got a little
You
business.
know, so it ain't just
You know, shout out to Suge, one wing, straight sauce. It just whatever you can do, whatever you can do. You know, it wasn't nobody's. You know, nobody wanted to be a superstar battle rapper. You know what I mean? It was always supposed to just be the tool to get you to the next level, and a lot of us lost sight of that. A lot of us got stuck in the trap of it. You start making 500 here when you broke, then you make 1,000, and then you make 1,500, and you're chasing, and you're like, well, I'm making 15, but you know, Sue Surf making 30. If I could just get to Sue Surf level. It's tough, man. It's tough. Tough industry. And if your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. So for anybody who just came in, I'll announce it one more time. The RBE brick process is over. It is no longer a part of RBE. They are no longer building talent under that. And what that means for the people who ran that, I'm not too sure. Again, maybe we'll have an announcement about that soon, or maybe you'll hear from the horse's mouth. Who knows? But as far as, you know, as effective as today, there is no more RBE bricks. Super stream August 11th. FrozenbergTv.com for the merch. Anything you want to leave them with, bros? Frozy.
It's Big Froze, Big